All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us today on this Thursday. Appreciate you joining us here. My name is Andrew Schmidt. I am the rep for VRV related equipment here at Long. We represent Daikin. And today, Tony Faxon, who is our Daikin North America rep, is going to be talking about a new product line from Daikin on the VRV side called Emerion. So take it away, Tony. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. As Andrew mentioned, my name is Tony Faxon. I'm with Daikin North America. I'm the Regional Rep Director for the Colorado and Wyoming territories. I appreciate your time today to discuss the next evolution in VRV technology. I've had the privilege of working with VRF technology since it was brought to the United States in 2006. Been impressive to see how fast the technology is growing. It's clear why it's become the most dominant commercial HVAC system across the planet since it was invented in 1982. In watching the growth of the VRF market here in the US over the last 16 years, I've seen many important advancements. In 2017, the Daikin, Texas Technology Park was completed. And Daikin became the first and only manufacturer to produce VRF condensing units here in the United States. Since then, over the last few years, they have had their engineers working hard on advancing VRV technology to the next level. We now bring you the Emerion line of VRV condensing units. The historic pattern of increasing capacity while reducing mechanical space is continuing with this new version. The Emerion's new design is allowing for 6 all the way up to 20 tons in a single module, and then 22 to 40 tons in a dual module. Now with the larger capacity of the single units, manifolding 3 units together is no longer needed. If you look at the units here, you can see that they've been able to reduce the 6-ton unit down to a 36-inch chassis. The 8 to 14-ton units are now on a 48-inch chassis. And then the 6 to 20-ton units are in a 68-inch chassis. Here you can see the wide lineup of Emerion condensing units from 6 all the way up through 40 tons. All the units from 8 to 20 tons have dual inverter-driven compressors, and thus, therefore, as you move into manifolded systems, you have 3 or 4 compressors per system. With advances in technology, the new design has allowed for up to 30% reduction in overall space, and also up to 480 pounds in weight reduction. This benefit is going to allow contractors to reduce their installation costs. And then it also provides the owner more usable square footage and less mechanical space. Seen here, you can see how a 300-ton project could have its condenser plant size reduced by up to 29%. And that space could be utilized for other things. With the new P-type compressor, the Emerion now has industry-leading piping capabilities. What used to be 295 feet of available feet of vertical separation has now been increased up to 361 feet between the condensing unit and the fan coils. So for high-rise application, this could add up to 6 additional floors for a rooftop installation. With this version, the front of the units now have a 3-segment panel design. This eases service and maintenance. And then an additional service window is also included that provides quick access to the multifunctional display and configuration buttons. So it's easier to get to your controls. Upon opening the 16 to 20 ton cabinet here, you can see the increased space inside the unit. Enhanced dust and moisture protection has been added to the patented electrical box, as well as an IP55 rating. The control system now has a built-in data recorder, and this is a really big advantage. It can store up to 45 minutes of operational data, and that data can be used to diagnose any problems that were to arise in the case of an error code. And it'll give you basically the 45 minutes prior to that error code occurring. In addition, the new control system has the ability to detect cross-piping and cross-wiring if it were to occur during installation. Part of the new design includes refrigerant pressure and temperature readings via digital gauges. And this open design is also going to make it much easier to work on and maintain the units, also making it easier to clean your condenser coils. To increase the heat transfer capability of the condenser coils, the engineers added the N-shaped rifled internal grooves to the coil tubes. And this has allowed for a greater unit capacity and smaller overall footprint. The Daikin PE bluefin coating has hydrophilic properties that helps reduce the fin friction along the coil. This improves the speed of the water that sticks and runs down the vertical fins, thus washing away debris and reducing the time required for defrost. Now, this acrylic resin coating also provides the 1,000-hour salt spray rating to the ASTM B117 requirements. With the coil advantages and the newer P-type compressors, the Emerion has higher heating capacities even as the outdoor ambience drop. So for cold climates where, say, heating may be dominant, this is a significant advantage. Now, like the VRV4X platform before it, Emerion is designed for heating down to a -13 Fahrenheit ambient. When you're looking at applications below that, Daikin still utilizes the Aurora platform for heating down to -22. An important benefit with the Emerion is the ability to have continuous heating during defrost for all units 16 tons and above. As the 16 to 20 ton module now has dual circuits, they can literally defrost one side of the unit while the other half can run in heating. During cold winter nights, it's a great benefit to be able to continue to heat the space without disruption. All the advancements in the new line have allowed for industry-leading full load and part load efficiencies. So right now, the EERs have been moved up to 30, which is about 100% higher versus 90.1. In addition, the full load efficiency ratings have gone up. So they're now up to 45% higher versus 90.1. It's funny, I remember how impressed we were when we saw IERs up to 23 years ago. The coil design has a separate hot gas defrost bottom circuit that allows for installation without a base pan heater. So it's reducing costs there. The inverter PCB is now refrigerant cooled by the circuit, which balances the inverter temperature independent of ambient temperature outside. And during heating mode, it reduces ice buildup. So the bottom 7 or 8 inches of this coil will always be in heating because it's cooling the inverter. And thus, during wintertime, it's going to be pre-defrosting, even when the coil circuits above it are building up ice. And this is going to reduce defrost time. Due to the increased efficiency of the new line, the electrical requirement has been dropped across the board, thus reducing MCA levels up to 34%. As this new platform is released, customers are going to see reduced first cost of the installation with the benefits of less modules, less electrical connections, smaller overall electrical infrastructure. More compact size and lower weight is going to provide additional benefits. And then the higher system efficiencies will aid end users as we're seeing utility costs increasing worldwide. In addition, the new Emerion units have code compliance addressing seismic, wind load, and pressure relief codes. The Emerion can be utilized with all 14 different types of VRV fan coils, which allows for extremely flexible design for all types of projects. Here you can see the many types of ducted air handlers and also ductless. The VRV Emerion also works with the A coil designed for dual fuel applications so that you can have the unit connected to a gas furnace. Compatible with all the Daikin Branch Selector boxes, the Emerion's perfect for simultaneous heating and cooling designs. Here you can see the single port through the 12 port options. And it also includes the new flex boxes that allow for a 9-inch ceiling cavity. As architects continue to reduce mechanical space in the building, it's important to be able to offer them a branch selector box that is less than 9 inches and a ducted fan coil that is less than 9 inches to maximize the applicable space in the building and minimize mechanical space. Now, in addition to the standard fan coils, the Emerion can be mated up to the Daikin expansion valve kit. And this allows VRV systems to utilize custom indoor and custom rooftop air handlers. It can also be tied in with unit ventilators or even custom modular fan coils. Now, this is going to be important on projects that either want to bring in larger amounts of outside air, projects where you want to use special filtration, or look at any other custom options on your air handling units. For cold climate applications, we have the dual fuel design. The Emerion can be set up to work with Daikin's communicating gas furnaces for an ultra low ambient heating option. So you could utilize the low cost of gas and the efficiency of gas in, say, as far down as -30, -40, all the way up to, say, 0 degrees. And then you utilize the high efficiency of heat pump from 0 up through cooling. Now, an exciting new advancement coming soon is going to be the Daikin Hero Cloud Services to work with the Emerion. This is a cloud-based remote monitoring system. It can monitor and diagnose system performance, as well as optimize system operation. The system allows for remote monitoring by a phone, laptop, or tablet, and can be set for either single or multi-building sites. Monitoring is going to be via built-in cellular communication through a Verizon SIM card. So it's completely wireless. To be able to see real-time data and to be able to use it to better the system performance is going to be a big advantage for the Emerion.
Hey, Tony, we're just at 1 minute left. Thanks.
Here you can see how the Emerion adds an additional tool in Daikin's VRV arsenal. In conjunction with the tried and true VRV 4X and the ultra low ambient Aurora platform, Daikin continues to be on top of the VRF market with the new Emerion. For answers to any questions, please feel free to contact your Long sales representative.
Thanks for joining us. Have a good weekend.